one over across the street.
What is up, guys? We're back at it. I apologize for the absence. It's been a few months since I've uploaded anything, but I've been working on school. This semester has been, I won't say difficult. It's been a progress. Let's say that. It's been a progress. I've been trying to get things in motion. Short film I've been working on. Hopefully production will start on that soon. But it doesn't matter. We're back at it. And the movie we're going to be talking about today is Halloween 2018. Went to go see this movie the other night, and I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say that there's movies that I go into try not to go into movies with expectations, but that would be a lie. I go into movies with expectations. I go into movies like, oh, that movie looks like it's gonna be good. That movie looks like it's gonna be trash. Or there's some movies I really don't have an opinion on. I'm just going to see them just to see them. Halloween, though, I have to say I was going into it hesitant that I thought it wasn't going to turn out too good. Main reason behind that is when I first heard that they were rebooting it, most people was like, oh, they're bringing Jamie Lee Curtis back. You know it's going to be good. Just because you have good talent behind the project doesn't mean it's technically going to be good. When I heard Danny McBride was going to be a part of the production, that sort of turned me off. I was like, Danny McBride? You mean this is the end of Pineapple Express, Danny McBride? I was like, yeah, this ain't going to be good. But I'll admit, time and time again, I'll admit when my words are thrown back in my face, I had to eat my words because this movie actually turned out pretty good. At the beginning, when I first heard about it, I thought that it wasn't going to turn out to be that very good. Then I saw trailers. First trailer came out. I was like, okay, that looks pretty decent. Second trailer came out. I was like, okay, now I'm getting behind it. And then there was a clip that they played. It was a one-take clip. It was Michael walking through the neighborhood, killing people, walking through houses and everything, looking through windows. It was one take, one shot. At least that's the way it looked. They could have cut it up and just made it look like one take, but it looked like one take. And it just visually, cinematically, I was like, that's good camera work. I'm definitely gonna go see this now. And the movie, in my opinion, as it built up a backing by me, but that's not by much because compared to everybody else I want to see, but I'm just saying, as it earned my appreciation, I guess, I got behind it, and I could say that by the time the final trailer came out and I said, okay, this looks like it might be good, it did not disappoint. Because I went to go see it with a few friends. First went on to, I'm trying to start keeping these reviews short. I already know I'm going over just rambling. But let's get into the movie now. Let's see. First of all, I want to talk about, I love the tropes, not tropes, callbacks. The callbacks they had to the original film. I don't want to say too many of them because I think it might be, might get into spoiler territory. But there were a few tropes to the original film. One definitely late. If you've seen them, you had to see the original to see this one. I mean, you didn't have to, but it's probably better if you did. There's like later on in the film when Michael and Laurie finally encounter each other. There's a trope, not a trope. I keep saying trope. There's a callback to the original film. But when you're just sitting there watching, you see it in like, okay, look over, okay, look back, look over again. They're gone. I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. And it's okay. Then people were struggling and fighting. Knives were getting slashed back and forth, and then somebody was hiding in the closet. And you're like, oh, I remember that. It was just cool callbacks. And then one of the characters got killed and pinned to the wall, just like one of the other victims did in the original movie. And I was like, the callbacks were very clever. They also, I love how I love the original concept that this movie cancels out every other sequel leading to Halloween, because it's sort of like I can't remember the exact movie. I think it's like what Days of Future Past did to cancel out The Last Stand for X-Men. This movie canceled out every other sequel except for the original, and I loved how they did that, because Halloween 2 was decent, and then season of the witch we just don't talk about. And it just went. And then Resurrection. God. H2O wasn't that bad, but Resurrection just... But I love that concept of it canceling out all the other movies. They even called out, like, from Halloween 2, like, wasn't, you see in the trailer, it was like, wasn't that his sister? Wasn't that her brother that did all the killings? And no, that was just a rumor. That's not true. I like how they did that, because I was like, why can't he just be a killer? Why can't he just be a killer that just happened to focus on her, and they don't have to have any relation? He's just a killer, and she just happened to be his target. I liked how they did that. Cinematically, like I already talked about with the one-take shot, it looked very good cinematically. Again, they used different, like concepts and callbacks to the original film regarding how it was filmed, and that was very clever. Because I think it was executive produced some way. John Carpenter, the director of the original, he was associated with this film in some way. So I guess he would in some way have an influence on how it was filmed. Dialogue was really clever. Like I said, Danny McBride included. I can see why he was a part of it now, to bring the comedy aspect to it, because you don't want to make it too gritty, too serious, because if it gets into that territory, then it's just, oh my gosh, it just keeps going, death, murder, screaming, or whatever, and then you just start to get bored. The comedy kept it lively a little bit. There was one comedy aspect that came into play when a babysitter was watching a kid, and Michael Myers shows up, and the kid's reaction is just hilarious. It was just like how you would think a kid would react. Is like, oh, so-and-so, oh God. It was like the way he freaked out, and a kid's instinct. I like, because CinemaSins says something about that, like in Logan, how when Logan is getting beat up in X-23, it just stays inside, and she's just watching on the screen. Like, kids have an inept, something inept in them to protect themselves above all. And that's sort of kind of what he did, and it was funny. It was very humorous. The performances, it's kind of, I don't know what to say about Michael Myers. I mean, there's not really much of it's a physical performance. The physical performance was very intimidating, because I don't know how I would react if I was in the same aspect of area as Michael Myers. You just see him doing the things he does, like a blank face, and he's just looking at you like a dog. It's just like he's just like a thirst for murder or whatever, or a killing, and then something happens, like he does something, and you're begging for your life, and he just looks at you like... It was a physical performance from the actor that played Michael. Hold on, let me see if I got it right here. Yep, it's Nick Castle, I think. Yeah, that's the actor. Like a very physical performance, of course it is, because he doesn't say any words throughout the entire film, but it's very physical, very intimidating, and you can tell he's just has one mind focus, because you see, like, in the one-shot take when he goes into Lay's house and kills her with the hammer, he's like not cutting corners or anything like an average person would when they walk, and they walk, they cut corners to get down the next hallway. He walks in and walks right straight to her, because he has one focus in mind, and that is to kill. And Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode. She came back as Laurie Strode, and the character development on her, like how it made up for like the time that's passed, how it's affected her, how she's trying to protect the people that she cares most about, her daughter, her granddaughter, and her strength as a character herself, as a female heroine character. It was very well done. And like you could tell, like the fear that she had, like she was afraid to confront him, but she knew that she had to, because she'd already encountered him once, and that she needed to do this to make sure that nobody had to go through what she went through. I think that's all the good things I can say about the movie. A few things, like, oh no, here's another thing. I wouldn't really call this a horror movie. Everybody's like, oh, it's like the horror is the inspiration for the horror genre. But this movie, I wouldn't call it a horror movie. I wouldn't really call the original... I mean, when it first came out, I guess you could have called it a horror movie, because you hadn't seen anything like this, really. So, oh my gosh, oh, he's killing so many people. But I wouldn't call this a horror movie. I would call it a thriller, because I wasn't scared at any point. The Exorcism, there was a trailer I saw for a movie about exorcism that's coming soon. That scared me a little bit, because I don't mess with demons like that. But I wouldn't call this a horror movie. I would call it a thriller because it thrilled me. Like, you're sitting there watching, you think so-and-so's right there, and you're wondering, where's he at? Going from room to room, looking for Michael. Where's he at? Where's he at? Then all of a sudden he just busts out from the side. You're like, oh! Jump scares. That's pretty much what it was. Like, it didn't scare me. It didn't, like, like I had to catch my breath or anything. It made me jump. It caught me off guard. It made me laugh. I was like, okay, you're trying to catch where he's gonna come from. And then all of a sudden, okay, you got me. That got me. It was entertaining. It was thrilling. I wouldn't call it a horror movie. It's labeled a horror movie, but in my opinion, it was a thriller. To the things I didn't like. Of course, being a horror movie as it is, it had to have the horror movie cliches. Like, the movie was very smart in a few places. Like how, like Laurie in particular, how she'd been preparing, how she had the bunker and how had the bunker to protect her family. When Michael came, the weapon stash that she had, the training that she gave herself and her daughter. In the case that Michael Myers did come back, it was very smart. Some of the logic, some of the things that the character said was actually pretty smart. But then, of course, it came with his horror movie cliches. How characters see an empty car and they call to it, nobody answers, and they just have to get out and investigate. How when somebody's being chased and the road is wide open and the road has to lead to a house, but you run through the woods going in the opposite direction where you need to be going. And how you walk into an empty house, you don't know who's there. You don't know if the killer's there, you don't know if your family's there, but you just walk into an empty house and start calling out to somebody, hello, drawing the killer's attention to you. It came with its horror movie cliches, but it had to have it in order for the story to work. There was one unresolved thing that I kind of had a nitpick over, being an avid film fanatic. It was something with the granddaughter and her boyfriend. It was at the dance, and he seemed like he was cheating or he was flirting with other girls, and she got upset about it. And he was drunk, he was flirting and something like that. She got upset about it, and he was like, oh, it's not a big deal or so and so. And then she just left the party. And at one point I was like, okay, well, he's drunk or something like that, and she's mad at him, so he's gonna go chasing after her, and then Michael Myers is gonna kill him. That's kind of spoiling. Boyfriend doesn't die, I'm just gonna say that. It's not really a big spoiler. But I thought he was. I thought, like, after that, the falling out, like, they go to the dance together. She sees him flirting. She gets mad, storms out. He chases after her, and then Michael finds him in the streets and kills him. The boyfriend was left unresolved. And I had a nitpick on that. That's something I just wondered about at the end, but it didn't take away from the story. In all, the movie was enjoyable. The story was great. I really enjoyed myself watching this. It had me from beginning to end. There was no point I was just like, oh my gosh, this movie's just dragging on. Or when's the movie going to pick up? It's like, I was hooked in from the beginning. It's like, okay, the psychiatrists come to visit Michael because they're doing a podcast. Okay. Then, you see, like, this ain't really spoiler either. It's in the trailer. The psychiatrists come to see Michael. They sort of awaken something in him by showing him his mask. And then the bus runs off the road. Michael escapes. And then the psychiatrists stop. The psychiatrists stop for whatever reason. Gas, whatever. He's able to locate them. And he gets his mask back. Like, from then, that's how the story starts. That's how the story starts. Michael's journey, as you could say, getting into the film's, the meaty part, I guess. I don't know what I'm talking about. Meaty part. That didn't make any sense, did it? Anyway, you know what I mean. I can't come up with words sometimes because I'm just firing off, but you know what I'm talking about. At least you should, if you know me. And if you don't know me, thank you for supporting me. I appreciate it. Anyway, in all, pass, rent, or buy, it's difficult. I don't know. Because I don't have the first one. I might have to go searching for the first one. Maybe look on Amazon or something like that. See if they have it on DVD. But I might have to buy this. I might have to. I might rent it so my mom can watch it. Because I want to watch it with her so she can experience it. That's what I had to do with it. Because she hadn't seen it. I saw it. I rented it so that I could watch it with her. So that I could see her reaction as everything went on. So I might have to do the same thing with her. Rent Halloween 28. Buy Halloween the original. Watch that. rent Halloween 2018, watch that with her, and then when it comes out on DVD, then I might buy it too. So yeah, I give Halloween 2018 a buy. It was really enjoyable. Great performances by the supporting cast and Jamie Lee Curtis. Michael Myers, just like the original. Maybe, I don't know. It was really good. It came close to the original. I don't know if it was better. I'm not really sure. Maybe I need to watch it a few more times to be sure. But it was really good. Really good. Great cast. Jamie Lee Curtis's performance was awesome. Michael Myers was Michael Myers. If you from the original Halloween, Michael Myers was Michael Myers. Another thing, body count shoots way up. This is like what they say, 5 people was killed in the original film. Double if not triple. I just want to let you know that. You're gonna see some slicing, some dicing, some mutilation. High body count, just want to say. For those weirdos out there that's like, man, I ain't seen enough people get killed in this movie. That movie wasn't good. I'm going to let you know. You're going to see some dead bodies in this movie, just to let you know. Anyway, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Like this video if you liked it. Comment a movie that you would like me to review next, or drop the link to a video you'd like me to react to, or movie trailer. I'm trying to get back into the channel. I've been busy with classes. I'm working on a short film right now. Production should be starting soon. I'm really excited about it. I hope it turns out really good. I appreciate all y'all that have supported me. For the people that stayed subscribed even through the months that I didn't upload anything, I appreciate y'all. Y'all don't realize how much I do. And anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time. Oh my God. Wakanda forever. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'll catch y'all later.